And as traditional for every recording, alright. Apparently I say that in every recording. While we load up the game, yes, the third party source just released a new pack. Oh. It's official now. Yeah, I found there was, there's a now 3.1 of the initial one that fixes some broken chain signals. Because apparently they're inside some curve track for some reason. There it goes. Okay, so it's been a while since I've been in here. I can't actually remember what I was up to last. To the stream. Neo. Yeah, so there... Oh yeah, there's this one here, which has priority packs in it. This one I actually made ages ago. It's a 6-lane. The 4-lane isn't actually a 4-lane, it's a 1-lane plus 1 lane. More faster issues, always more faster issues. The innermost tracks are, I believe... Is it innermost ones or the out? No, it's the outermost ones. The outermost tracks are the PAX ones, and the inner ones are normal lines. So you see in this blueprint here, there, it doesn't tap off the outer lanes. So that's a normal, that converts into a normal 4-lane. I'm watching a bit. What's Krastorio? I haven't looked into it. Similar to Extended. It's a total conversion mod, but it's actually had some thought put into it, unlike something like Bob's. And it has, and it doesn't beat you over the head with just sheer volumes of complexity like Bob's would. And some other junk. So yeah, there is a new version of that, which is on the base bin. So we have a whole new tech tree, which we've more or less done now. Yeah, it adds these new, a whole bunch of these new cards, which get eaten into these very noisy labs, which make a lot of noise. These are the endgame labs. There's actually 3 tiers of labs in this game, in this mod. There's a basic one, there's a slightly better one, and then there's a singularity one. So one disappointing thing is that science cards become obsolete, so everything from the basic one up to the blue one is no longer used. So I'm only using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. The others are just obsolete now. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that, but it is what it is. I think, did I finish the singularity? Yeah, I did get the singularity card going, which is the final one. It just needs more, whatever that is, low density. Which means I need to make more low density. Oh yeah, there's our low density. Which is not getting copper. I can probably just send it more copper. That works for me. You are also a copper line? Yes. Multiplier 17 recently started for some reason. Boxes on the outputs of all the red signs producers. By the time I saw it, just was nearly full. God dang, that's a lot of red signs. Now I'll make sure that goes up there, and we'll feed another round of stuff up here. But overall, like, the pack, it's not terrible. I think it, refreshingly different. Never mind the extreme reach of these belts. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kinda. 1, 2, 3, 4. How fast the new machine? These were crazy. I mean, it's running at, where is it? I can't see it. 27. I think it's base speed of 5. Somewhere around there. Yeah, base speed of 5. Third from the end back on copper, not running. Ah. Got a substation there. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah, these are endgame assembly machines, which you have to put a fair bit of effort in to actually get. So the game has some like ultimate endgame stuff going on. But yeah, you pay for the privilege. You don't get them for free. Which is nice as well. I'm gonna do... Run that up to about there. Input priority that, to make sure the first lane gets eaten. Already running long copper and one machine doesn't even run. What's the current bottleneck? I think plate coming in as the bottleneck. As well as smelting. I believe stone still a bottleneck? No, I think yeah, I did sort that out last time. I think it's just volume coming in is the problem now. I could faster the belt. I mean, in terms of what I normally do, this is actually pretty lightweight. Probably stone products as well. Just volume of processing those isn't great. Yeah, and oil refining I'd say as well, because plastic's starting to look a bit thin there. Now that should help out this. I think because it was ultimately rocket fuel was bottling up, bottlenecking. Oh no. Oh, they're all backed up. They're all good. Use Ultra Mega Train controller on any recently? Loved it. Not recently, no. I need to go back to the... I don't know. I got two choices. I got two choices for... There, you can see. Two. In case you missed that. Two. No, hang on. Two. Two choices. Yeah, two. Or for anyone who's in Northern Hemisphere, two. How many choices? You missed it? Two. I can either continue on with the version 12 megabase map and get it going up to standard. Or I can start a new base which is even bigger. Because Boj the Boj was trying to do a base that outdoes mine. He was like, I'm gonna do 13 and a half. If you're gonna do 12, I'm gonna do 13 and a half. So therefore, I need to push even harder. New base, and I can do the train controller and all that in that. Do 16. I mean, for Factorio Extended, I'm kind of tempted to do like 32k. I think it was. So this is before a vanilla one. So I want to do a new vanilla one for the release. But at the same time, I kind of want to push Factorio Extended to like 32k, I think it was. So it's 4,500 by 8 was 3,600. Are you going to move base that moving that fast? With great difficulty, as the 12k base taught me anything. Yeah, so 8 lanes of purple belt in purple Factorio Extended belt is 3,600 signs a minute, but it can't actually do it. It can't actually back up the oh. That's not ideal. There are like no lasers there. Green Circuit Rocket Belt base. I mean, if I was to do another vanilla one, yeah, that's the version 12 base. I kind of do want to continue that one. I might continue that one on the side. Same with the Factorio Extended 12k base. And I'll focus on doing an even bigger vanilla one. And that might be after this one. Ah, curved rail. Would heat the house if you ever tried it. I was buying a supercomputer and a power plant. That would help. A fight in the yard? Yeah. Need to do something about that. Also coffee time. I like how I get nothing done for like the first half hour. You need supplies, so do you. But I'm going to pretend that nothing's... I'm going to pretend that nothing there's happening. I'm going to boost the speed. Or not. Hmm. Gonna tweak this. Get some 8 beacons in. You never look, nothing bad can happen. Exactly. Let's belt weave it, I think. Oh, this pains me to use these so short because they're so expensive. It's excruciatingly expensive, these belts. Alright, you jump under there. Like that. You. Just confirming as well, the Amazon Music thing is actually working, isn't it? Make sure it's actually going. Because I think I got it right this time. The setup process is pretty annoying. Nothing playing? It's like that, is it? Let's relaunch it then. Because you gotta hit the agreement. Oh, where's the dash? Q. Come on. Dashboard. Measure. Come on, when a thing's about loading. There you go. Real pain too, because the agreement thing, you can't close it. I do that so many times. I go to close the agreement window, and then the... Oh yeah, the login status. Probably should do something about that, eh? Okay. Bounties, open web player. Close that web player, with the one that I already had going. Now I'm going to find the playlist that I had open. I just plugged a random playlist. $50 grey, something something. Not a lot of really big playlists on this. I think this is it. There it is. I'll start from the top again. Love how the green splitter backwards if you look at the unfed input. Ah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so that's top of the playlist again. We'll see if this actually plays. Let me know if anything doesn't play. We'll see if this is actually a safer bet. It's still not enough though. You're missing components. The great components shortage again. Yeah, see, they're not even making it down. Batteries on the end there. Now. Components. Electronic components is just the eternal struggle. A good chunk of them go down there. Oh, it's a red belt, that's why. These could be beaconed as well. Or just Zenith Special. Both are good options. This could just go ham with the upgrade planner. Purge all things that are red. Just make the base suffer. I probably shouldn't have done that. This is bottlenecked by the speed. Yeah, it's a little late. I'll just change it to purple. What's that belt? Nothing. Ah, dull rocks. It's actually being delivered by transcontinental bots, so it's fine. Yeah, I think this is a good candidate for more fastering. Sure. But you stop, you stop. I sneeze. Oh, jeez. I could more faster it with the big assemblers, actually. These things. You see, they spared no time, wasted no time updating the graphics tiles for Krastorio, so good on them. That's completely wrong. There we go. Should I wait for that clear out? Nah, screw waiting for it. Singularity beacons? I don't think I have those yet. Or do I? I think I'm still I'm still waiting to research them. I don't quite have the tech to do them yet. I can't quite do them yet. They, from what I've seen of them, they're 2x2 and they're more effective. So yeah, definitely worth having. Something else I need to do is a proper mega base version of this. I don't know if I'll do it on this save because it's not really geared for mega basing. Because it's only a default settings. It's the ore spawn, ore patches are a little rough. Here. There we go. Yes, black hole beacons. I'll have to... Oops, that's paste. That's not copy. I'll have to make do with these for now, I think. Didn't have a funny alignment. Yes, they did. Yep, there. And then it needs one gap, and that gets a perfect beacon set up. Lost already. It's like me at breakfast with bacon. Sure. You need 3 things and you output 1 thing. I guess you also get 1 free song as a free user. I get 1 free song? I take it that it's not playing, is it? It's telling you need unlimited. I don't get any I don't get any kickbacks for it. It's purely just a trial run to see how it goes. So, but yeah, this problem we're encountering is that everything is you need Prime Unlimited, which is a bit annoying. When I say a bit, I mean a lot. You'd be annoyed if it did not have Prime. It's just a lousy user experience overall as well. Oh, they're too close to... Need to do something like that. Does that. One of these would need to be purple. Like that. To weave it in and out. There. That's 2. Most context, reverse singularity, single point of semantics of singularities. Yeah, today I thought I'd try a playlist and see how that goes instead of using a playlist I make. If that works better, sure. But apparently we're off to a bad start already. There. Oh wait, no, you go in. There. It's better to have the purple going in, green going out. Never mind. Other ways to do this thing. I guess I gotta space them out more. Be nice if I had the singularity beacons, admittedly. I might as well do something more akin to that. In fact, just use that. And if I need to, I'll upgrade it to purple. Eh? God. Yeah, nah. One of the things I will never do is country music. Never country. Okay. I could conceivably do this as well for the output. Right, what I'm going to do is match this side. There. And the next alignment point is that beacon there. So that's all good. Jane's Diction's working? That's the kind of thing I'd expect to work. It's one of those songs everyone thinks is edgy, but it's really not. Alright, let's bring good stuff in. Plastic bars. I hope that's actually plastic bars. There's the other one. Ah, there. I just couldn't see it. Alright. Yeah, see the plastic suffering? I mean, I'd hope if it had a decent speed of belt. Although I think, from memory, that's all it can do. Without me massively upgrading the oil. Let the base deal with that. Okay. We cut that off, which is the feed. Where'd that go? We basically go there, which is redundant, so we can just copy that. I just slot that there. Maybe even there. We might even need 2 belts going out. There we go. See how that goes. Maybe it could be faster. Poor steel. Been so sad. Oh. What I can do anyway. Steel's maxed. Now. So it was doing 4.1. We're now doing 2.2. Hey yo, Ike, throwing down that sub for 4 months. Thank you very much. Can anyone show some love and hype in chat there for Ike? 4 whole months. Really appreciate that. How you doing? Also snug. Oh, that would help a lot. There we go. Yeah, it's backed up now. You're fighting a headache all week? Headaches all week? Damn. I was actually wondering, thinking earlier, wonder where Ike has been. I haven't seen him in ages. Now I know. That's rough. So now it needs silicon. Silicon. Copy-paste errors. They're delicious, aren't they? Backwards belts, and just inevitably more copy-paste errors. Oh, what do you know? 3.6, 3.7. Straight out the gates. So what we're doing 4.1. Back to 3.6. Which I think is the belt itself now. We're running. To upgrade the exit belt? Yeah. And add more. How many? I think one of these is doing most of it, come to think of it. Let's get rid of that. $3,600. 60. That's max belt. Yeah, that's max belt. I think I've overbuilt by a little bit. Better to overbuild. It's always better to overbuild, isn't it? It's always better to overbuild than underbuild. It's not actually needed. Oh, it is needed if some idiot puts another belt in the way. Might not be able to sideload that too. That's actually... yeah, 2 of those can fill a belt. No problems. So that's 4 belts, four purple belts. Harum, hey! What do you think of your watch change? I overall like it. You just need to tweak this icon so that... because currently none of the fluids line up with any of the outputs if for a refinery rotated the same. Or orientated the same. So it's just a minor little tweak that could be done. Overall, everything's looking good. Well, as I say, there's a few other things, like, I wonder if it's still there. Rocket fuel and nuclear fuel look too similar, was another one. Oh, you're all fully backed. And you're fully backed. And you don't get power, of course. Hey, username. Excited for the plan? Watching second SpaceX? Oh, 14-ish hours. It's already so soon? I thought it was postponed even longer. I mean, given that I slept through the first one, just slept clean through it. I'll see what I can do about catching this one. Although I'll probably sleep through it again. Well, what's the worst that could happen if I just more faster? Scene, Starship, RN4, explosion? No. I think I saw something about it just before, though. But I haven't seen anything of it. Just read about it. Oh, now it's batteries. It's the eternal struggle. Making automatic cards anyway. I believe the intergalactic transceiver is the final component of the game. Is that the newest stainless? Newest stainless? Stainless? Anyway, batteries. Batteries! And belts. Question for username. Get rid of the blue. Rapid unscheduled disassembly. Just what you wanted. Nothing like a good old bit of rapid unplanned disassembly. Can I make advanced chemical plants? Yes, yes, I have them. That's a big chemical plant. Alright, let's move this over. There we go, you got acid. Make batteries. Like so. Move away from doing the split lanes. Apparently purple belt. I guess I will be doing the half and half again. Right, and innie. Audi. Cool. Random question, do you have a pet koala? Not quite. I actually live in an area where, don't really see them. Not rural enough. They're also kind of a pain in the ass to have as a pet. Happy if I put the modules in too. M2 was delayed 3 days due to ISS metal precision issues. So I'll... You backwards? You are backwards again. Thought I fixed that. So we were doing 330... We were doing terribly. We're doing now? Not even matching the old production. Okay. Well, that's what beacons are for. I'm being told that apparently it was very power intensive to do endgame, but it doesn't seem that bad. Although admittedly I'm not really doing that much, but at the same time it's not really that demanding. Yeah, that's a few more than what I was doing last time. Oh dear. Let's give you a few more beacons, because we can always move faster. If when in doubt, even more faster. See if we can get this built full. Yeah, just a touch more. .7, that's what we want to see. Now it's maxed. That's him. How much power generation? What do I have? Apparently I have 10.4 gigawatts possible. I'm only using 2.3. I guess if you replace everything to the endgame machines, that wouldn't use a lot of power. But nuclear is like 3 times better than vanilla. So there's that. I reckon immersites. Yeah, I mean, immersite plate is looking a little slow. This one here. Where's it even come from? There. Ah, you're just not seeing much dust. And that's because we're not mining enough, eh? We're actually maxing out the mine. We need to mine more. Oh, it's only a red belt, no wonder. Alright, let's go poke it with a stick. Actually, another one nearby. Could belt in that one over there. Don't worry about the trains, just belt it. Alright. You can tell it's been a while since I've been here. And that's all that can do. Well, there's only one thing for it. Hello, train. Yeah, when in doubt, just beacon it. It's still got 700 something thousand, so I'm not going to use it all up anytime soon. So, what I should do is backwards that. In fact, even go as far as to pick it up. There, and now I can rescue all this built. And then I'm going to pretend that I know where it is, find it, and... Yep. Have you heard about the latest creator switching over? I had heard of that, yeah. Old mate Linus. Travolta switched over to a Threadripper. There we go. That should boost things up a bit. I might actually have to do 2 outputs and filter them. Because that's getting pretty backed up. Yeah. Oh. Right, you can park there. Hey! I made a thing. And then I need to make sure I can actually dump the garbage fast enough. Actually working? Order. Arguably, that can go there. That's sorta. Sort of boosting up that. I really need more of these, I think. Something for it. Let's just do that. just going to be impossible. Possible because of the loaders. I had a fair bit of landfill out of all the spillover. There a mod that allows you to simulate ore piles in Factorio? Not that I know of. I know that there's one which pushes items, like if items reach the end of a belt, it just pushes them off the end into a big pile. One-dimensional pile, or two-dimensional pile, there's no height to it. Or fastering time. What if... What if... I do a second set... where I can take productivity out of that as well. I do it that way. You flip round. Let's fix up the beacons for a start. Let's get that right. Yeah, and this thing's completely not seeing any plate now. Thinking, something like it would create an ore patch based on how much is dumped off a belt. Ah, so you make like a whole new belt patch by dumping items off. Interesting. Hopefully these will clear this out pretty quick. I mean, it doesn't help that I just deconstructed everything. All the beacons. They're almost done. Where is... There it is. Maybe just squeeze one more in there. Just like that. Now. Means I can straighten up these beacons. For example, if I was to allocate a pile up all that waste material. Ah, yeah, I don't know how you do that. Game doesn't really support it. The idea of having a dumping pile. Could even do one more. Just one more. All good. Never have too many. Huh? Nope. Dump everything into a lake? Yeah. It's kind of what I'm doing, indirectly. I'm dumping it into landfill, which will eventually fill a lake. There's that argument. Oh, something's getting sad. Oh, it's the exact same spot again. They actually did a rubble for the railgun. That's pretty cool. I think that's... Yeah. And there. W chest and blow up chest, that works too. A heck of a cannon? Yeah, that's the railgun which Krastorio adds. They're a bit of a monster. One, two, three, four, five, six. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You should be down here, technically. Actually reached, not quite. Could use the filter on loader. I could do that too. That would be smart. That would be a sensible thing to do. There. I mean, I could, like, at the loader do that. That would be a sane thing to do. One of the feed efficiency modules, the opposite. Oh. Yeah, that's actually... Just thinking. So I don't want to piss away too many splitters doing the job. Yeah, because you have something like that, but... that... would need to merge in somehow, so it doesn't really make sense. Or I just go all out. Like that. That would work too. Instead of trying to do weird and wacky underground things. I actually don't really know how much this outputs as it is. That one's okay. That one's backed up, backed up, backed up. Why don't you just remove the entire base at one time, build it bigger, that much bigger? I mean, I could do that. Would do that. Oh. This build's max now. I've exceeded the carrying capacity of all these... belts. Just 2 tiles worth left while I'm at it. Don't tempt me. Yeah, I mean, all the smelters are going now. So I think I need more smelters? Maybe? I mean, the dust isn't really going that far down the smelters, admittedly. Good productivity them as well. Because that's quite expensive. Speaking of productivity, that would be smart. So yeah, this thing's bottlenecked. Get rid of this thing and just have two belts doing the task job. And then this will back up, and then that'll be it. Yeah, it's backed up. Part of the reason for doing that was to balance it over a little bit. Which I can still do. I could just cheat and use the loaders to do it for me. Yeah, like that. That works. Two to the left, then realise you went to the wrong left? That sounds... that actually, yeah, that sounds more accurate. You can move it 2 tiles to the left and then realise that you actually need to move 16 tiles to the left because you forgot about stone smelting. Been there, done that. I don't know how I forgot stone smelting that time. It's quite an achievement, really. Because it was in the plan and everything. Somehow I overlooked it. How does this look? I mean, I'm making a lot more than I used to. Snakes of Glory, Death, whatever. Well, we had something over there, but it's... yeah, it's all pretty sane this time. Nothing really dramatic. Funky. It's... because the spell's so slow, it's actually backing up. Probably stand to, or faster it. You know, this base is not nearly big enough for what I planned. I really underestimated the size of this stuff. I might not have the mixed metals to do anymore, though. Maybe, actually. Oh no, rare metals is, here. Oh, your smells on the patch, right. Production that needs extra batteries, only producing half. Underground, that's production that's needed. The extra battery. Well, this needs more. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. Of course. Yeah, because the plate's backing up. Yeah, there we go. I should try and rebuild that 8-way junction. I lost the original blueprint. I don't know if it's worth. It's always doubling more and more. Probably going to fall short on... yeah, it is. Falling short on components again. Just these are tough things to supply. Probably needs just another parallel build. I was actually thinking about it. I kind of want to close out this Krastorio playthrough, and then I believe there's some space extension stuff you can do with Krastorio. So maybe we'll move on to that next. I'm not sure though. Or maybe a public Krastorio. Also don't know. There's so many options. Like, I want to save on Megabase Vanilla for a month or so. I wouldn't mind reviewing the 12K base. Kind of don't really want to go back to the Factorio Extended Bot base. That's kind of why I don't want to do another Factorio Extended Mega base, because I kind of got sick of that one. The bot base one. I was trying to do something different and it wasn't really that fun. It's back to being a plate problem. I'm really just trying to avoid doing work at this point. Yeah, this is nowhere near big enough. Why is that an 8-way junction is worthwhile? Only made to prove it was possible. Why didn't publicize this creation blueprint? I don't know. Should have done it. Alright, let's just crank up all the plate. Given that it's not a shortage of anything else anymore. So we'll just chase the bottleneck for a while and see what happens. In worst case scenario, you can just do this a few times and then just get a feel for what's needed. What do you need? It's a pain to move, so maybe I'll just put it over here. Just being lazy. There. Trees gross? They need to be burnt? Yeah, we need to deal with that. There shouldn't really be many trees. Right there. Admittedly, you do grow trees in this, but you grow them for the purposes of murderizing them on an industrial scale. There. Ah, it's right here. Perfect. It's interesting how I haven't fully switched to purple belts. Someone made a mod, yeah, that causes biters to murderize trees. Well, they do kind of eat trees if they're in the way currently. But I don't know of anyone that's had them actively eat trees. Arguably, it's kind of a contradiction. I've never seen, like, apart from the occasional biter that just eats the trees randomly, I've never seen them anything that makes them go out of their way. Now I'm wondering why I didn't run throughput tests on the junction to see if it was better than roundabout. Problem with an 8-way is that it loses throughput just from sheer size. That's where the real kicker is. Because it just takes longer and longer for a train to get through it. At least that's what I found with my ones. That's why I do all that crazy stuff with the... where you, instead of having one big junction, or you have a core junction, but then you have a lot of little ones around it. That are spaced out by a train length or two. And that way you try and increase the throughput that way. You just have one big monolithic junction, things really get slow. I think I maxed it out again. Actually filter these. I can filter these. Probably should have done that. Oh well. A little late now. I mean, it's doing 901k-ish. Which is definitely better than what it used to be doing. Generally pretty low. Might be able to sustain 1k. How many times have you been killed by trains this map? I think once so far. Hasn't happened that many times. Trains are pretty slow. Because there's not much choice for fuel to power them. I think it's like not much beyond solid fuel. I don't even think these take fuel cells, but you get the equipment grid instead. Which is something I've been meaning to experiment with. So you've got these engines. Need to give those a go. And then put like a fusion reactor or such in there. Sure, we're talking about not exterm. Yes, that is the other thing. That's the key point there. It's a limit with regard to monolithic junctions? Yeah. JD has the new record. See, the thing is, knowing JD, he was probably trying to. Whereas exterm, it's just honest clumsiness. And definitely not accidentally on purpose sending a train into a junction that it was working on. We're all fully backed. The other thing you actually use crystals as well. Oh. So, antimatter, I hadn't put 2 and 2 together, but antimatter is very dependent on crystals. Clumsy versus purpose. See, it's funnier when it's clumsy compared to just being careless and doing it and kind of doing it on purpose. Hello, Mr. Aussie. What happened to the Wombat Ranch? We're still doing the Wombat Ranch. We're just we do Factorio on the weekends. These slowed down because I put prod mods in them. Yeah, we'll be back on the Wombat Ranch Monday. I don't know how much further to go in Slime Rancher because I do want to jump onto something new at some point. I need to get Polybridge, if anything. The new Polybridge 2, which has come out. That'd be fun. It's time for more bigger. Gotta run, Twitchy? Alright, catch you later. Twitchy. Yeah, Polybridge 2 is out. I never actually played Polybridge 1. It's kind of fun, from what it looks like, but I never really actually tried to buy it. Or anything like that. I probably should give it a go. There we go, all out on the weekends. Even turn on the Amazon Music thing, which you can never hear because everything says you need to be Prime. robots. Have them. Probably not really helping do anything faster. It's a thought that counts. There's only like 2 more chemical plants. It's not really achieving much. It's a very long... What's the craft time on it? 30 seconds. It's a long craft time. Yeah, it's interesting. It looked like they added some a few new building materials and eliminated a few things that you used to be able to do. I saw there was a reinforced road, which is one of the new things, and then there was also a spring, which could get very interesting. Do you try to minimize the total chain signal block length in your junctions? Yes, I do. I also try and minimize signals as much as possible, because that does contribute to track lag. Only a tiny bit, but it's one of those things where it contributes by sheer numbers. Yeah, one junction with too many chains doesn't really do track lag. It's just if you copy and paste that a few 100,000 times, then you got a problem. I almost need an Immersite facility at this rate. Yeah, I'd rather do a mega base knowing what I know now with Krastorio. You gotta do it like once just to get a feel for it. Ah, it's not actually able to grab on that angle. Be fast. What productivity this? No. What productivity these actually? Yeah, everyone's playing Polybridge 2 at the minute. There's another one that came out, I think, last night, and I can't remember the name of it. It's hard to keep track of releases now. It's actually something I saw Clowntown say on Twitter, was that it's getting excited over a game release. It's hard to get excited over a game release because the sheer volume of game releases now is ridiculous. Can't keep track of them all. Alright, let's more faster. This business. Yeah, it's like a day ago or something like that. I can't remember if all the YouTubers got early access. Because they were all doing it, because the videos all came out yesterday. It's probably almost doing as much as it can. I guess I shouldn't have combined it with the oil base. Something like a train, like breaking up into bigger blocks, districts would be a good idea. Yeah, that can probably go. Oh no, it doesn't quite reach. Alright. Boop. Now I gotta get the petroleum round. Not that I'm not really using the petroleum anyway, admittedly. That go. Acid pipe. Let's move that down and out the way. Drop up here. Oh. If I was smart, I would have actually done the steel pipes and said, "Hey, look, Amelia, how you doing? How am I today? I'm doing alright. I can get out of there. Pull this back as well. I'm not really making the stuff and things and junk. Oh, that's a lithium. Going well here. Just working more for the book, eh? Yes, because that's a sensible thing to do. Just go down and back up again. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's just get rid of all red belts. Red belt's dirty. And inferior. It's belt buffering. Sure is. It's, are you getting everything you need, is the question. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's just going to fill up, because of the way the loaders are, it's got to fill a full stack, plus whatever the machine can, basically as much as the machine can handle, it's got to load it all up. It's going to take a while. Now, crystals. That one's crashed. We were at 110 and we're now at 160-ish. Our plates crashed because it's backed up. A little bit more there. Single laning, pretty hardcore. Just that belt running a little bit slower is annoying me. Fix it. There we go. I could get rid of that kink as well and make it inline. Right, is this caught up over here yet? Probably not. That's what it seems like. It's not doing well on Twitch, YouTube after. Santa's Factory goes through bursts of popularity. Problem is, it's hard to do. It's a hard game to really stick at because it's just such a grind to do anything in that game. It's pretty brutal. Oh boy. Neighbours were partying last night. Which I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do right now. They're up until like 2 AM. Oh boy, were they drunk. I'm not sure what the rules are now. I think you can still have kind of sort of have gatherings, but yeah, I don't know exactly. It's not 2 to 4, it's more like 15 to 20 hour. It's like 15 to 20 hour just to get your steel sorted out. And then it's like 2 to 4 hours just to sort out coal power. That's the thing I don't like about it, is that coal power alone is spending... Yeah, it's coming to Steam soon. Like, you're spending 4 hours, 2 to 4 hours just sorting out coal power. I might be exaggerating, but that's what it feels like. It's brutal. Now, yeah, I was checking up on this. It's not really gaining. See if there's any improvement. 200 from 100. So I have doubled it. Plate's fine. Yeah, it used to be at 110, now it's at 240. Keep that on, and I keep hitting it. Those... thing? There we go. Now it's... that one's not running either. Oh, there was two not running. I just couldn't see it. That's why it looks odd. Last round, I got to unlock tier 17 and 18. Now but it's the... That's... is knowing the game and the new quick start at T1. It's just too much of a grind to really be bothered. Yeah, you're running. Running. It just... faster, damn it. There we go, more faster. I really shouldn't do that. Not gonna start again if they change it? They will change it. Very likely. Oh, you know what? I'm doing it all wrong. I'm doing it all wrong. Doing it all wrong. You know why? Right in my pockets. There. And this thing inherently has a craft speed of 12, I think. No, 5, because it's affected by beacons. 8, sorry. So I could have been using these. As I say, I'm doing it all wrong. I've done it all wronged. Genius at work here. 4 breaks a save. Don't all the major updates break saves? Okay, let's do this again the right way. So we want that. It's got the space so I can run the pipes right next to it. I can get the sulfur pipe out of there. That's going to be a full inventory and the rest. Okay. Is IR genius? Oh dear. I can't believe I didn't think to use the advanced chemical plant. I think I'm gonna need a refill on the coffee. Oh dear. Terrible. Yep, coffee. Just definitely. Alright, you paste there. These. Yep, that's in line. So they should keep, yeah. Unfortunately, I've got to move these beacons over next. And all that. I don't know if this is enough or too much, but the more the merrier, I say. Use up too much of something, we'll just more faster, whatever else. Barrels. Sulfuric acid. Oops. I didn't mean to scoop that up. Research done. Now nitric acid. Plug that up again. Plug it in again. There we go. Look at him go now. It's the sound of success there. It's the sound, or at least the sound is more... Never mind. Never mind. I'm not saying anything. It's the sound of happiness now. Yeah, I do have Helm mod. I could actually look up these speeds. But where's the fun in that? There we go. Where's the fun in looking things up, eh? Oop. Check that. Oh, let's not do that. There we go. Aww, out of belt. Have the shiny belt instead. Probably overkill? Probably. It's more fun this way. There we go. Almost 1k a minute. That's more like it. That's power doing. Yeah, 1.9. Yeah. Good thing I got plenty more where that came from. It's probably going to far outstrip this. But at least it should solve that problem. Now we did get the thingy done. Where is it? There it is. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Buildings can communicate between guns. Send your messages the only way to be rescued from the gate. Internet transceiver fully charged to be activated. Yeah, this is the end game thing. $30 terajoules. That's a lot of energy. 30 terajoules. Just trying to think. What's the power rate of it? So it's basically in a giant accumulator. So it needs 60 gigawatts. Kind of curious to try this out, actually. Eh. Yeah, let's push these to the singularity thing. I have a feeling I'm going to need to really pump up the power, though. 60 gigawatts. Okay, now I understand why everyone was saying that it needs a lot of power. Yeah, and 60 gigawatts is a lot of power. We can make it happen, though. Probably easier with nuclear reactors, if anything. And because I keep forgetting it, there's another thing I keep meaning to do. First things first, what I might do is set up a assembly machine there. Request a chest right about there. You're going to have a super duper inserter. And there you go. And it's just going to absorb everything. For however long it takes. And that wall's just continuously going to get chomped on. It's funny, the only reason it's getting destroyed is because I accidentally left a gap there. I didn't build the whole thing. It's the only reason why it's breached. Oh dear. So it doesn't hog too much stuff. Because you can call for as much as you like, it's just not going to happen. Like, you can call for 1,000 of these. If there's 0 in the network, you can order 100, 500, 1,000, 10,000. You're still only going to get 0. I didn't mean to put that there. I want... Oh, nope, there. Oh, whatever that was else that I put there is gone now. Bye-bye, forever. What's our time at? Hour and a half. Yep, you'll fill up nicely. So while that's going on, another thing I wanted to try out. We've got energy motors over here. This is the thing I was talking about a little while ago. So these things, all by 30-second craft time, which is a bit ridiculous. I use these things. Speed modules. That. And make me some stuff, please. Now, let's request. What are you? There we go. Probably grab like 8 of these, maybe. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, I just want to round out the stacks. 3, 4... Oh, you need 2, that's why. Wondering why. I thought it was 1-to-1. I didn't actually read the recipe properly, but it actually needs 2 of them. 5. Yeah, so I wanted to have I've been meaning to do this for ages, for absolutely forever. I wanted to play around with the equipment grid. And there's something I wanted to try. I wanted to see if you could refuel the equipment grid by inserter, if that's a thing. Because if you can't automatically re-equip it, then it's kind of pointless. Here we are. There we go. Where's a hapless victim? Supply train. Right, there's no trains that really go very far, admittedly. let's come down here. And 1, eh? And 1 sounds like a good victim. Yeah. How fast is it going? Can't actually see it. It's actually doing something. It means I'm using a not insignificant amount of oil. Oh, Tetrix 3. Throwing down that flow. Upside down? Uh-oh. We better fix it. There you go. Alright, let's go back home. Just see how fast this thing goes. Good. It's squeezing. 180, 190, it's so slow. 220. Let's give it, what are they, 3.2, so 6.4, 250. So 500, 1,000, 1,500. Do only need 1. Oops. You don't need to pew everything. I mean, it'd be fun, but you don't have to. I actually got 2, so I might as well do that. Right, I need more. Good to know. Now, you're going to be busy for a while. Beard mowing that happened before the weekend. See, me saying I'm going to do something and like that, and me actually doing it, 2 entirely different things. I mean, having said that, it is annoyingly itchy. There. Enough. I'll grab more just in case. Ooh, more stuff. Stuff and things. I like more productivity. Oh yeah, that's because it's double bound. Yeah, I did have 2. So can I? This is a $64 question. I have like a fuel cell there. Will it go into the equipment grid inventory? So here we go. It did! You're actually running on rocket fuel as well, apparently. Rocket fuel. Okay, so that's a good baseline. So each one of these are plus 50%. So it's 100, 200, 300, 400%. So this should have a little bit more spring in its step. And there we go. Still only kept at 220 though. It just seriously boosted its acceleration. Oh, wow. It's demolishing the fuel though. I mean, I can get around the acceleration. So if you... yeah, you're neutral. Can they be used as fuel directly? I don't think so. Advanced fuel. Acceleration, vehicle top speed plus 125. So it's 25% of rocket fuel. And I don't even think you can put advanced fuel in these things anyway. It's only 15 megajoule. So they actually would last less than these would. That's somewhat disappointing. Finally fix your camera? Yeah. Are you standing on a head? No, it's the right way around. Or is it? Or is it? Maybe it's just you going crazy. Who knows? Yeah, so that was actually pretty disappointing. So jealous of the awesome beard? Mine gets really thin. Like it gets there, so it gets thin around here. Also, 200 bits for the face scam. Thank you very much. And I was actually planning on mowing it down. Right, you can have some DT fuel as well. Also, how is our thingy doing? JD must screw all of the beard streams then. Oh dear. Okay, so it's bottlenecked on energy control, eh? Which I was making more here. Okay, and you need crystals. Another exoskeleton looking kind of slow there. What I need to do is more this concrete. This concrete's so crazy. It's 175% movement speed. What do you know? It's this part. It's the crushers again. The crusher needers. Crusher needer. You know what we do about? You know what we need? You know what happens when we need more crushers? All crusher needer? No, we more faster it. And or double it while in the process. Isn't that another mod in itself? There we go. It's one build we made for you. It's almost pure steel with lube. Lots of lube. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Good old Bilbo. Does some hilarious stuff. Hopefully that wasn't a belt contamination right there. Alright, I think that's sufficiently more fasted and or doubled. If not, we're in trouble. 200 lube for 10 tiles. How long has that? Yeah, almost a month now. Pretty close too. Oh. Where is it? There it is. Go there. There we go. Now they're all squared up nicely. It's gonna be the eternal struggle, isn't it? Never gonna win. Oh my god. Walking away. No more. What the hell's that crap? Too much metal. You know what I should have done, actually? Oh, if I click on that, yeah, there. And if I change that to that... I never actually, like, why didn't I do it properly? It should be more like that. There we go. That's nice and CGA, isn't it? Another building where I... There we go. might not actually be keeping up on on the Inverside cave now. It's better. It's the little things, isn't it? It's the little things you just got to keep sorted out. Oh, it's slow for some reason. There it is. I might actually need a filter at the output here at this rate. Oh, it's... Yeah, I've now exceeded the capacity of the Inverside cave. All about everything go faster? I should actually do that. It's actually not keeping up. Well, that's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? You know what that means. And more beacons? Exactly. Nope, still going down. Oh dear. Also, I better fix that. There we go. Problem is, I want to add another thingy right here. But I can't add another thingy if it's going down. Hooting the blowfish? Alright, I think that should do it. Maybe. It is now really gaining, although it's not really going anywhere at the minute. Hooray, it's going up. Oop, train. Hello, train. One beacon's off center. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going up. That's the main thing. Oh, let's switch that. Oh, you jerk. Zombie Robot Ninja, is your face cam upside down because Australia? Yes. Yes, it is. That looks like it's doing what it should. Yeah, you're all gaining, you're all maxed. Excellent. Where is the thingy? There it is. It's down 3.4. Whereas upwards, yeah. It, defies gravity. It's complicated. Screw your productivity, we want more speed. I just want this thing done. Sick of dealing with bottlenecks of this thing. It's actually tempting at this point to do the crushing at the Imersite cave. See, it's only doing 500 a minute. That's terrible. Right. I think it's that time again. Only one thing for it. Just keep adding more. It's the only way to do these things. Hopefully I haven't upset anything along the way as well. How does that make you feel? That little wobbly bit there. I'm sure it pleases JD. I'm sure it rationally makes everyone go insane. Everyone else. The other question is, why are these red belt? They should not be red belt. Red belt's dirty. Poor bots. Hey, I've been fixing your wobbly bits in your own. Your wobbly bits? Definitely didn't shoot then, when I was trying to press X. Oh, underground it is, again. That's a lot of sand. Day syntax of fist fire 0. Yeah. Tell them to... Oh, there's no icon for the filter. Now I'm going to see if I can fit all these belts in. It's the real question. It's the $64 question, is can I fit it all in? I think I can. I also think I just plugged in the wrong lot. You should go over there. So that should be imicide on the outside, sand on the inside. Let's just cut off all of this business for now. Oh, get rid of the substations as well. I can live there. Never a time when corn's okay. I didn't want to make the bots take up all the dust as well. So that's why I was holding off on that. Oh, you're off. Ah, it's the beacons. Yeah, now it's tiling again. And there. Oh, each one of these wants a pipe as well. Don't need that. Okay. Make these all purple. Including, but not limited to that. Ibaru! Good evening, proper side up, yes. Meow. Oh, hang on. We're gonna double lane this? Probably. Even though there's not enough room to do a double lane. Oh, let's see what a single lane does first. Probably no good. It's JD's fault I got that wrong. That's how we do it. That's how we roll, isn't it? We blame JD for everything. Okay, bottom. There. Oh, hang on, it's gone off. Gone off by a tile. How's that happened? Should just be tileable. Like, this should just tile. Wouldn't it? Nope. Ah, fine. Make me do it the hard way. Thankfully, the click and drag thing is a thing. Taput was off. It's all right now, though, isn't it? I think it is. Except for that one. It's probably because it's so far backed up that it can't do anything. Also, these are the wrong colour. It won't. It's not going to hurt it to upgrade these. Although, as always, it's probably cheaper to just go underground belt. There we go. Is that bottom one not working? I think it's just so backed up. Because I've reduced it down to one belt of each. Go. Oh, I've effectively reduced it to one belt of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. So there's 6. And yeah. Okay. It's getting first and has no output. Which one? What? Bottom one. I mean, it's connected. Oh, just output. It's just because it can't output the sand, I think. Yeah, see? As soon as it was able to output sand, it was okay. Let's plug in this. I'm probably going to be safe. And... switch that to there. Problem is I can't do that there. How about I go across to there? That one. You go in there. It seems needlessly complicated, but that's the way it goes. This is basically how balances are made. This is why balances are the way they are. There we go. Got it. Needlessly complicated. Surely not. No. Who would do such a thing? Never. Right, let's just check everything again. Still struggling here, actually. Seems like that's not moving. Because it isn't moving. Because it should actually come up there. Yeah, this thing's probably going to get flooded. They're all going. Look at that go. Look at it go. Yep, it's gaining. You. Same thing again. There. And you just make this as landfill as fast as possible, and we'll just pretend the problem doesn't exist. I should actually configure the upgrade planner for this. Why? Getting... Ah, that's funky. There's output on the input. How peculiar. We're still not getting enough in. But it's going to be a struggle to get any more out of it though. Actually probably don't need these anymore either. I mean, this has been some nice busy work for getting the thingy sorted. Also, I think it's time for more coffee. Alright, we more fasted the crap out of that. I've been playing with the purple for 2 hours, just mindlessly. I definitely didn't appreciate just the sheer volume of that stuff, though. They're making me steal all these. How many do you need? 500. What is eating them all, then? You need components. Components? Seriously? Components at... there. Oh, it's pointing backwards. No wonder it's not making them. I was wondering why it wasn't gaining. Fill her up. the amount in there is equal to the amount being pulled out against. This lot can go down there. If the belt was round the right way, that would help. For those who don't know, I'm not a fan of Metallica. No love for them. There. Everyone likes the same music? This is a, yeah, it's a public playlist that I just plucked randomly. It's a mixed bag. But you also get an idea of what the sort of music that I listen to. I admittedly, for anyone who's Australian would know, I tend to be a Triple J person. Not exclusively though. Like there's a lot of it Triple J stuff that's just awful. $1,200. I think they're still calling for as many as... Yeah, oh no, not quite. But yeah, anyone who... I think Fatboy Not So Slim, if he's here, knows what I mean. He'd have a similar style. I think I've been through it before. It's a whole... Triple J is a whole... like 2 songs in a row. It's terrible, isn't it? It's really... I have no idea what Triple J is. It's... I don't know what the equivalent is. It's like the pop equivalent of alternative. But from what I understand, alternate music over there has a whole different sort of scene to it. Whereas here it's more... Basically, it's sort of the music culture here. Outside of the pop music, mainstream. Yeah, so the things you'd normally hear are sort of fit into that sort of category. Anything, it's really just anything that isn't, your A and B list artists from the major publishers. It's usually independent and smaller producers. Alright, so that's about halfway, and we're well past the break point, so I think take a quick break right about here, and then we shall continue on and see if we can get this thing charging up when we continue on.